Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As the end of the year is wrapping up, I just thought it'd be very appropriate to show you guys all the things I've been loving and using religiously in 2024. It's kind of been a year of like allowing myself to grow and express myself via like makeup, fashion, hair, like lots of different things I've been trying out and I'm loving, so I wanted to share them with you. I have them like kind of grouped into categories very loosely, so I wanted to start off with like hair and body care. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the Verb Ghost Oil. Now I got this back in the summer and like one of those little trial kits that they sell at Ulta, and a full size one of these was in there. I made my boyfriend buy the first one and I used some of his stuff, and then I bought it myself because I'm like, okay, that's not fair, like I'm literally just using all your stuff. Love this entire line actually. So downstairs, I should have brought them up, but I bought the Verb Ghost Oil shampoo and conditioner, like the big bottles, and Sephora had their sale. But I really wanted to talk about the Ghost Oil because I've never ever had a hair oil that didn't make my hair feel stringy or weighed down or gross and just awful. So really love this. Available at Ulta. The Shark Flex, I think this is no surprise to anyone. I literally just did a review and kind of like how I do my blowouts. I love this because it dries and styles literally 2-in-1, and I don't know what I did before without it. Actually, I do know what I did before. I barely brushed my hair. Now I'm a lady that has styled looking hair and like I feel presentable and put together, and it just like makes me feel better as a human. It just makes me feel more confident in my day-to-day, and it's because my hair is styled. It's like I love my natural hair, don't get me wrong, but when I am able to style it and do more than just let it air dry, like it feels really nice, you know? And I've also been going to the gym a lot more, so having it and drying my hair after a shower after going to the gym is like also really helpful, so I'm not sleeping on my hair. So I love this so much. I very recently found this product and fell in love with it like nearly immediately, and that is the Saint Tropez Gradual Tan Body Lotion. I have never ever been one to self-tan because it's always in my mind such a hassle. Like you're either getting cancer from the tanning beds, you're having to be practically naked in front of somebody with a spray tan gun, or you're wasting 4 hours of your life doing self-tan. So when I found this is just a body lotion you put on after the shower, and it gradually like tans you over time and it firms too. Like I fell in love. Also, I just love the ingredient list. I love that it's made with like less plastic in the bottle. It's post-consumer recycled. I love that. I love this. I've actually had it for maybe like a month and I feel like I've used a third of it, if that tells you anything. I think I was overdoing it at one point because I was like, oh my god, I'm brown, and I eased up on it, so now I use it about once a week. But if you have wanted to like look tan without as much effort as it takes to get tan, this is the product for you. Last for body care is actually a period product, and that is going to be my Salt Undies. So 2023 is when I actually bought the Salt Cup, and then I bought the 3-pack of period undies this year, and I love them. In my period care underwear video, I talk about how like I literally look forward to putting these on instead of having to wear like a pad or a tampon or anything like that. So definitely recommend this. I also have a link and a coupon code down below that you can check out in case you're interested in getting your hands on some Salt period products. They, I think, might be having some like end of the year holiday sales still, so you can check that out. Oh yes, I forgot about these for a second, but that is the Sally Hansen gel 2-step kind of system. These are all the colors that I have. I'm wearing the brown one today and the shade Bean There Dune That. Actually, I made that up. Been there, doing that. I thought bean like coffee bean. It's just been. I like this system because it's literally nail polish, but then the gel top coat makes it so shiny and kind of like sets it. It does feel like a little bit sturdier and harder than regular nail polish, and it lasts for like a week before it starts to chip, and I think that's very impressive, especially like if you're taking the time to paint your nails. You really don't want it to chip the same day or the next 2 days afterwards. I just have a few colors. I do plan on getting like a few more staple colors. Like these 3 actually were from my roommate. She was getting rid of them, and then I got these, used them, loved them, and then I decided I was gonna get the top coat and 2 other colors afterwards. So shout out to Geo. I will happily take hand-me-downs or secondhand beauty. Shifting gears into skincare. This was recommended to me by my facialist, my esthetician, who I go see in the city for facials, and that is this antimicrobial spray. Now, you've probably seen Tower 28 do their version of it, which is like the SOS Save Our Skin spray. It's like a daily rescue facial spray. This is the exact same thing for the same price as like the mini one, and this is 8 fluid ounces. So I actually have 2. I have one that I keep at my desk and then one that I just have around the house. And basically how it works is like after you feel oily or dirty or anything like that, all you do is like spray, and it freshens you up. First of all, it feels great, but it's also like a spray cleanser. But I can tell you, it has never left my skin dry, it's never left it flaky, it never leaves a residue. So I really love this stuff. And then I just bought the Tower 28 version just to have like a tiny mini size to keep in my purse, and then I actually just refill it with this. Next for skincare is, I'm just mentioning a brand, but I'm going to show you a few products I have by them that I absolutely love, and that is COSRX. The first product that I'm just absolutely obsessed with is the 6 Peptide Skin Booster. I've never had a product make my skin feel this way. It just repaired my skin barrier, but also like I wasn't breaking out as often, and breakouts that I did have felt very localized, like they weren't spreading all across my face. So I don't know how this stuff works, I just know that it does. It leaves me feeling like tight and like clean, but I also don't get so oily so quickly. Don't know how it works, but I love it. And then following up with that, I really have been loving their hyaluronic acid intensive cream. This is like their moisturizer that I use day and night. I did start Accutane recently, and I find that this does kind of help keep my skin really moisturized, but I don't feel slick. Really into this stuff. It is not their snail mucin, but it is like a nice kind of creamy consistency. It's obviously very thick, and it does leave my skin feeling very moisturized. But the number one thing that probably got me into this brand are their pimple patches. So this is just the Master Patch Original. These are a bit thicker, and they kind of just like sit on top of your acne and kind of like suck it out. But then there's also the Acne Collection or the intensive patches. Like those are actually magical. I don't understand how they work, but they literally suck out everything that is in your pore, and like it comes out on the patch, and then your acne is like super flat. It's actually witchcraft. I really don't know how it works, but love these patches. I have a subscription on Amazon set up to where I get 10 pouches probably every like 2 or 3 months. It's gonna be less now that I'm not breaking out so much, but that is also an option if you know that you break out all the time and like would need patches all the time. Do the subscribe and save thing, and then, you know, get 10 patches every time. These are a godsend. They really are my saving grace. I only have a few makeup bits and bobs. I'm not someone who's like wearing makeup day in and day out all the time, so it's no surprise I don't have a ton. But I am going to start with one that took me by surprise, and that is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation that I'm wearing right now actually, and it does kind of give me that flawless foundation glow. No, what I really love about this is that it's lightweight but full coverage, and that is everything that I want in a foundation. I actually got this as a Sephora sample, as one does, and tried it and fell in love with it, even in the sample size. And you know, not much comes there, so when I put it on and it did what I needed it to do and just covered all the redness, obviously it doesn't cover texture. You'd have to like, I don't even know what you'd have to do, get like a skin graft if you want your texture to go away. But what it did was cover all of my red marks and redness and acne scars, and I didn't even use that much of it. So I got the trial size. Like I said, I'm not really a makeup girly, so there's no sense in me getting like the full bottle and it expiring after a year or two. So I thought the trial size would be perfect. It's also good for when I go away and I actually have an event or an occasion to wear it for. It's just easy to travel with. And I am in the shade 5, but I think I got like neutral something. Next is all lip products, which is kind of surprising for someone like me. I am not blessed with the most voluptuous lips in the world, but we make do, okay? First, I'm gonna just show you the most random thing in here of all, and that is this moisturizing like chapstick from Dollar Tree. I am not kidding. I got 2 of these for $1.25, and I'm actually obsessed. And it's actually baby's lip balm, and I think that's why I like it so much. But if you can see, like, it is like, how can I show you? I don't think it's really capturing here, but it's very oily and very slick. But when you put it on, it feels moisturizing. It doesn't feel oily and slick, like it's not sitting into your lips. It's like actually soaking in. And like I said, I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's $1.25 and I'm obsessed, and I will go back and stock up for sure, especially with the whole Accutane thing. And why I love this so much and what took me by surprise, I think the most, is that I'm gonna say it one more time. I started Accutane, so the corners of my mouth were like cracking and my lips were like splitting, and it was just absolutely crazy. I'm almost like a month in, and like they say the first like month or two is really bad, but when I put this on like religiously and put it in the corners of my mouth, like it healed my lips so quickly and so well. Like I really wasn't in pain for that long. Like obviously it was hard to like open my mouth or eat spicy foods for like a week or so, but after using this like all the time, multiple times throughout the day, like it really helped. It really did that. I'll link this if I can find it, but I don't think you can really like link Dollar Tree finds. But check out your local Dollar Tree. Get this. Go to the baby aisle, look for a moisturizing chapstick and get it, because it's gonna change your life. On the chapstick wave, I also got these Burt's Bees tinted squeezy lip balms, which I love, and I do think they're a dupe for like Rhode Beauty, and they're like $3.99, $5.99, something super cheap compared to a brand like that, and they do leave like a good tint. I will say I like the Cocoa Crush as my favorite. I even might put it on. This right here actually is my go-to lip combo. I just kind of forgot to put this on. This is what a little swatch of it looks like, which obviously I'm obsessed with like the nudie pinky color that it comes out as. This one is good all by itself. This is in the shade Watermelon Rush, and it's definitely like this deeper kind of red, but like I said, this goes really well on its own. But really what it looks like on your lips is more like this, like a wash of color. That's how they kind of look more on the lips. They wash out really nicely. This smells really good. The Cocoa Crush, just the coloring of it has my heart, so I absolutely love it. Last two things, these are lipsticks. You guys saw me haul this in like one of my glow up videos. I did a clean beauty haul. This is the Kosas Wet Lip, and this is in the shade Hot Beach. I love the texture of this. I'm just very into wet lip, and it's also a very sheer kind of sheen of like rosy corally pink, and I'm very here for that. And then I have the Glossier Ultra Lip in the shade Villa. This is something my other roommate Kaylee was getting rid of, and I was like, I'll take that. So obviously I have like a color story going on with like my lip products that I'm really loving for this year. More nude, more orangey, a little bit pink still, so that's kind of what I've been loving this year. And I've really been loving like the moisturized wet lipstick look. It just looks better on me. Like I said, I have small lips, so I don't want anything drying that makes my lips like look puckered and tiny. You know, I love fashion, I love styling, so of course I have fashion favorites. We're gonna run through them really quickly because you've probably seen them a lot. But first things first, this Moto jacket that I found on Poshmark, possibly my best find ever to date. I love it. It's just amazing. Better pictures and better look at it on my Instagram. I'll leave that down below. That's at Earth or Nothing, same as my YouTube. Okay, this next one's kind of funny. This is just a phenomenon that I've had in my wardrobe, and that is the $15 Uniqlo baby tees. This one's actually dirty and I wore it to the gym and it's kind of gross that I'm holding it up, but I just wanted to show you that I literally own it in 5 colors. That's how obsessed I am with it, and I think there are like 3 more that I might get to, but I don't know guys, you should stop me because I already have 5, but I love them. They're so good for layering, whether it's like summer, spring, winter, fall. Like it could just be its own shirt, and I think it looks super flattering, and it's $15. I probably will get the other colors, let's be honest. This is actually something I thrifted. I might have thrifted it in 2023 on ThredUp, but I got so much use out of it and a lot of compliments on it in 2024, so I wanted to mention it here. But that is this butterfly maxi skirt. I think this print is just gorgeous and amazing, and the coloring is amazing, and it's kind of giving cheetah, but it's different, and I think that's why so many people loved it, because they love the movement. Even the hem of it is like a little bit of a pearl edge movement, and it's so comfortable. It's so soft and lightweight, and I absolutely love wearing this, and it's so easy to style because of the colorway. So I got a ton of use out of this. So much so that some of the thread is coming out in the front, and I'm a little nervous for what's gonna happen next because I really love it and I don't want anything bad to happen to it. Will that dog stop barking? Next, I just have to show you these. I've beaten these probably to hell and back, and I'm gonna continue to do so. I love this colorway. It just goes with so many things, and I'm gonna continue wearing these in 2025, 2026, 2027, and no one can stop me. Something else that came from ThredUp this year is my Coach bag, and I love this. First of all, gorgeous color. Second of all, it fits everything I need. If you guys want a what's in my bag, what's my purse video, comment down below. I have lots of goodies in here that you might want to see, but I love, like I said, the size, how it sits, and then it has these little clasps that are just like turn. Very classy, very cute. And what I love, I think, most about it is that it's not obviously a brand. You know what I mean? Some of the bags are just like so over marketed or like overdone, like all over the front, and that's just not me. So I love that it's like a nice clean plain color that like also pairs with a lot of things, and yeah, really loved it this year. Up next, I wanted to show you guys some of my new favorite earrings. The pair that I'm wearing and the pair that I'm about to show you are from Nordstrom Rack of all places. They actually have a ton of really great earrings, which I was a little surprised of just because I don't really go there, but then also their earring selection was like absolutely insanely good. I would just recommend if you're looking for some very affordable earrings that are like pretty high quality. Like these haven't stained my ears green or anything. They are a little heavy, but I think that's fine, a little expected to be for this kind of shape. But these are stunning. So I love the dangly like fake diamond with the pearl. These unfortunately hang down a little bit like this in my ear, but I think they're still stunning and gorgeous. They're not too long, but they definitely add something to like a plain dress. Just pop these on and girl, you're good to go. These next two pair of earrings I actually got as a gift from my friend Molly, so shout out if you're watching. I love this little cashew shape. I've gotten actually so much use out of these, and I got them from her like not even that long ago. So I think these are really cute, a little bit daintier than the ones I have in now. And then these kind of crescent moon hoop shape ones. And what's so funny and like why we're besties is because I was literally about to buy earrings like this myself off of like Ana Luisa or Marjorie and spend like 60 bucks for each pair of earrings, but I'm glad I didn't. She got them from a brand called HI Luxury. I haven't checked them out or looked at them or seen them, but that's the brand, and like these Nordstrom ones were probably like 15 bucks each pair. So I love that. I'm very much so an earring girly, and I've really been getting back into like filling up my piercings again. Obviously not tonight, but in general, I just love a good earring. And lastly, for fashion, I wanted to mention the brand Naked that I actually did like a fall winter haul from earlier this year. I love their brand. I'm actually wearing one of their sweaters right now. Every time I wear something from them, like without fail, I will get a compliment on my outfit. And I just like love how like cozy it is. They're also pretty good on like using sustainable fibers, recycled fibers. Love their efforts of like using renewables and kind of cutting their emissions and slashing them. So that's a brand I wanted to shout out. Now we're gonna get into some miscellaneous shout outs for favorites of the year. First one, this sticky thing that goes on the back of your phone. Need I say more? My LED red light panel. I am not gonna explain this to you. And lastly, my Tide to Go pens. I've really become an adult this year by getting into these. And just as far as like arts and media, one of my favorite albums this year was obviously Cowboy Carter by Beyonce. It really took me back to my own country roots, like being from Louisiana and everything, and kind of like letting myself enjoy country again. As a kid, I went through a phase of just like absolutely revolting against it and hating it because everyone else loved it. But there are some bangers, I have to admit. I've kind of reconnected with those roots in that way. And then for podcasts, I really loved the Being Method podcast. I love all the topics that MJ Renshaw covers, and they're just very different. There is such a wide variety and wide scope, and it has to do with like science and the body, but also healing and spirituality. It's such a wide range. If you're into any of that kind of stuff, I really think you'd like it. And then there's another podcast with Tracy Crosby. Let me make sure that's her. No, Tracy Crossley, and her podcast name is Freedom from Attachment, and it is a really, really good way to kind of like break down if you have any like anxious attachment or anxious avoidant attachment, and kind of like gives you ideas and prompts and workshops to like really get into the thick of that and heal and unroot. And I just love those two podcasts. They're very, very interesting to listen to. And then an audio book that I've been listening to, I just kind of have on, and this is a very random one, is 48 Laws of Power on Spotify. My brother recommended that to me, so I'm giving it a listen. I don't even think I'm even anywhere near halfway through. It's like 36 hours of listening, so I just kind of put it on. But it is interesting. It's a lot of history, so if you're into that, you might like that book. Goodness gracious. Okay, that was a sprint, not a marathon, of just getting through all these things and showing you what have you really, really been loving throughout the year. This is not to encourage you to go out and buy anything, but to just evaluate what you've really been loving this year before you go out into the next year and start buying new things or even things for the holidays. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not going to be buying any more of these nail polishes until I use up the ones I have, but now I know I really do love these nail polishes. Finding things you love, trusting them, and using them. Not really to make you buy anything, but you know, there will be some links in the description, just saying, if you are curious about anything, but that's it. I hope you guys have a great new year, a great holiday season. If you're curious, at the end of this video, there is going to be one recommended just for you, personalized to you. The algorithm is serving it up to you on a silver platter, so go ahead, check it out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. They're all free things to do. You can even turn on notifications if you really want to. I think YouTube asks you to do that, so give it a go. Until I see you guys in next Sunday's video, don't forget to be kind to yourself, others, and the planet. Bye.